Greetings everybody, Matt Fickner here, the creator of the Creepy Puppet Project. Here to give you a little behind the scenes look at the creation of some of the new puppets I'm building for Revival. Now, hopefully by the time you're watching this, you've seen that already. If you haven't seen Revival, go watch that first and then come back, and then this will make a little bit more sense. This is just the very beginnings of the lead singing zombie for the choir at the beginning of the film. And what I'm using as a base is these are quarter-scale skeletons. This particular one, they're Halloween decorations. This other guy here, hi there. And what I've done is I went and bought a bunch of these up. And they're very inexpensive. I think I got this at the infamous Walmart, but I've seen them at other places as well. And so I'm using this as sort of the base for the structure of the puppet, but I wanted to do something a little bit different with the face, with the head. And I found these other skulls, again Halloween decorations, which were small, quarter scale. And this particular skull was a bit more stylized. It's got a little bit more of an interesting look to it. So I'm using one of those as the base to build up the rest of the zombie face on. So what I did was I cut the jaw out of the molded plastic here. I'm not going to use that, but I am going to use the jaw that was off of this character here because it's a little more functional as a realistic jaw. But also to further stylize the look, I've used some epoxy putty here on the bottom of the jaw. The upper jaw, I should say, and you can see where I've extended it out a bit, and he's got more interesting looking teeth there. And these teeth are actually real denture teeth. Okay, well, a little bit of time has passed here, and I've now built the lower jaw mechanism for this skull that I'm going to be using. So again, I've used same denture teeth as I did in the upper jaw, built a rigging mechanism here, so that's basically a nice big pendulum switch, and gone with more epoxy putty to just make the lower jaw sort of line up with the crookedness of the upper jaw. So there you go. So this is the mechanism I built for the base of the head. Now that you can see, I've built up the lower jaw now with teeth as well. And it's a spring mechanism, so with a number of different hinges. There's a hinge set in the lower jaw here, which comes down to a cable down here, so that gives me this movement. And then there's a large spring and hinge up in here holding the back of the head together. So if I pull this one, I get the tilt back. So together, when I use them both, you can kind of see I get this movement. You can have the head sort of lean back and sort of give a great big high note or something like that when he's singing. Now the skin is being applied to the zombie, and what I'm actually doing is I'm using just nylon stocking, and I'm stretching it over the skull in sort of ways that will still allow the skin to flex and pull and stretch. And then I'm coating it with liquid latex, and I've dyed it sort of a dark gray color, and that's going to be the base color for this zombie. And now we're just finishing up some paint detailing on the zombie head here. And I'm using one of my secret weapons for adding a bit of extra fun gore bits to my creepy puppets. And it's this stuff here, which is stained glass paint. What's lovely about it is it goes on kind of translucent and adds some color, but it stays glossy when it's dry. So you end up getting that wonderful wet, goobery look. So this guy's just about done. I have a little bit more in the way of detailing and stuff to do, but he's pretty much finished. So the next time you see him, he'll be fully assembled.